Hey guys, this is Matthew, the developer of Platform Builder. Welcome to my desk here in California. It's been a while since I posted for you guys, and so I thought I'd do a fun little video. I have been working hard on the Ultimate Platformer engine. For those of you who don't know what that is, you should because it's exciting, and I'm not going to talk about that here, but I did announce it some time ago, so check out the link to the announcements page so you can read about what that is. Today I'm going to give you guys a time-lapse video of my work in the Ultimate Platformer engine, sort of all the nuts and bolts as a developer working on putting that thing together. So I hope this will give you guys a fun inside perspective of everything going on. Let's get started. Alright, so today what I'm working on is creating the inside of buildings, and these buildings are part of the example file within the Ultimate Platformer engine. I have a small little village that I made not too long ago, and now I want to create the interiors of the buildings. I'm in the room editor in GameMaker, putting some stuff together. Right now I'm just getting the structure, kind of how it's going to look. As you can see, I'm experimenting with different things. But as I continue to work on these rooms, I have some other side projects, like putting images into sprites and preparing stuff so that they'll work well in the Ultimate Platformer engine. As you can see, I'm creating a number of sprites out of the tile set, and those sprites are just easier to work with when you're doing stuff inside rooms. I'm back to the rooms. I'm going to get to those sprites later on in my work, but those sprites are just out of the way, and so now I'm developing some new rooms. This is a different building now, this bluer building. Different shape to the building, and so I'm trying to do that. Create some black bars on the side because the building is a little narrow. So I just got that in. Now I'm working, let's see what I'm doing. I'm to another building, I think. Yeah, there we go. Just getting that up, ready to go. There's 4 buildings in total. The time lapse is moving so fast it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. It's because my work here is quite a few hours long. If you look at the timer, or my clock in the bottom right corner of my screen, you can see that the minutes are going by pretty fast. This video is 36 times the speed of normal. I'm working on an interesting building now. There's kind of a unique shape to the building, and I'm trying to reflect that on the interior. As you can see, I'm working with some of those funny little tiles that I made that have been with Platform Builder since the very beginning. At this point, I want to be able to add some NPCs into my example file, and my problem is that I haven't done any work making NPCs available to the Ultimate Platformer engine until now. So I'm spending a lot of time back in the code of the NPCs to format it so that it will work well with the Ultimate Platformer engine. You know, before working with Platform Builder, all of the controls were just there in the user interface. You know, you go to the NPC editor of Game Setup or whatever, and it's all there working for you. So I was able to be a little less clean on my code within. Not that I was trying to be really sloppy, but here now I'm trying to just recreate it so that other people can look at the code and sort of figure out how it goes. The main sorts of controls and switches that you can change in order to make the NPC behave how you want him or her to behave. All of this is done just in the code editor. Now again, if you're exporting your games from Platform Builder and just importing them straight into this engine, then you don't need to deal with any of this code. All of that's hardwired for you. But if you're creating a game from scratch using just the engine and not Platform Builder itself, then you're going to want to know how to work GameMaker, which involves working code. So I'm trying to just sort of meet you there with the help that I can offer by making the code nice and clear. Where it needs to be, so that you can get straight into that and rock and roll with all the different tools that you have available for you in the engine. Still working on the NPC code. This just takes a whole ton of time. I hadn't looked at NPC stuff for quite a while, and so getting back into this code is a bit of a challenge. I have to sort of relearn what I did so that I can describe what I did and organize stuff well for all you guys. Alright, it looks like we're finally back to the rooms, and now I'm adding NPCs. I'm writing out some text that they're going to say. A lot of the text that the NPCs say is actually sort of helps for how to work the Ultimate Platformer engine. They're going to be like, oh, here's how you go inside houses and how you transfer to rooms and how you use spawn IDs in order to, create different starting points. Now I'm back to my sprites that I made and populating homes with those. I'm adding more text on a sign, creating all sorts of things. Man, this is going by fast. I should have probably just did a slower or less work and had it a little faster, because now it's just crazy fast. All the stuff I'm doing, I can't even keep up with my own narration. Look at all that typing. That's my explanation of how to work spawn IDs. Actually, seemed like a good place, since the village that I'm working at has a lot of different starting points depending what building you're coming out of and things of that sort. So I'm using a sign, I believe, to explain how that works, and you can read that sign when you're playing through the example file. Populate another room, add some nice stuff. One of the advantages of working with GameMaker, one of many advantages, is you can do all sorts of things with sprite placement and colorizing things. As you can see, I colorized my mugs a little bit without needing to even go back to the image editor. And so you can do that. You can rotate stuff. You'll notice I'm going to place another chest there, and I'm going to flip that. That's an advantage. You can't do that in Platform Builder, but you can just flip stuff, colorize stuff, all sorts of fun things when you're working within GameMaker. There's a lot of controls. Well, there you go. I hope that was fun. I enjoyed making it. As you can see, this takes quite a while to create, but I am working on it in my spare time. It's really hard to tell how much spare time I'll have on any given week, and so it's really hard to give an estimate when this thing will be ready. But it could be ready as soon as March. Hard to say. I'm making good progress, but we'll just see how things go. Oftentimes I run into little hiccups or whatever on my way, and that's just part of the process of doing this sort of thing. Anyway, I look forward to when this is done, and I hope you are too. This should be fun. I'll see you later.